Hello everyone, my name is Hoverboy J and I am back. It has been a very long time since I uploaded. A lot of things happened, from extremely difficult high school courses such as taking physics and calculus at the same time. I don't know what I was thinking when I did that to myself, and as well as just a lot. So getting a job, but now I've graduated and I'm in college and we got some more free time on my hands, so we're going to see how much I can upload. But enough yap. Today we're going to be going over why Two Time is the best survivor in Forsaken. And I'm about to show you, watch, because I'm about to hit this backstab right here. Look at this. Anywho, not sure what happened that last round. We're in a new server now. But I'm going to be showing you guys why Two Time is the best survivor. In recent nerfs, we all know Two Time has been heavily nerfed over and over and over again. And people don't really know why. But it's because he is busted. And he's still really busted, actually. If anything, with his new ability, if you don't know, oops, sorry, I'm just flexing the skins. More info. With his new ability, Prey, he's actually become even more overpowered. And today, I'll just be showing some clips of me playing him and some tips and tricks on how you can utilize him to the best and why overall he's just honestly still busted. So tip number one for how to successfully play Two Time is to always crouch when using your stab ability. There's no reason why you should ever be stabbing without using the crouch. The crouch, to be fair, makes the ability actually the only way you can really use it. It allows you to backstab the killer from afar when behind them. It also provides you with provides you with 25% more oblation when backstabbing, or when stabbing in general, which actually allows you to get your oblation full in just 2 backstabs. But yes, the second tip I recommend for when using Two Time is to never use your Prey ability unless you are really low on health. So your Prey ability can be, sometimes people can get a little trigger happy with it and use it as soon as they take some damage. If you do that, you waste your oblation and you reduce your chances from getting a second life by a lot. And you should really only use it if you would like no longer be able to successfully get a stab anymore. Boom, second life. And I wouldn't have gotten that second life if I would have used my Prey ability at all. I perfectly made sure that I had enough, because your priority should always be getting your second life. Prey is just another perk to help you obtain your second life. But if you're using it as a main source, which it could be viable if the main way of playing killer wasn't tunneling in this game, which I'm not trying to, bang on the killers or anything, but you can actually, and some people don't know this, but you can actually sprint when you're crouching with Two Time, and I didn't really know that actually for a very long time. I actually didn't know I could sprint while crouching until I was milestone 4. Unfortunately. Tip number 3. Two Time is a stealth killer, so you should play as one. So tip number 3 is play stealthily. You should always make it. Once again, due to the tunneling in this game, if you're the first one found by the killer, your round is more than likely already lost. You will not only be tunneled out, but you're more likely to be tunneled out because the killer knows you're Two Time. They don't want to have to keep watching their backs the whole game, worried for a backstab. And if they get you out the game early, they never have to worry about having to kill you twice. So tunneling a Two Time can be very rewarding for a killer, which is not a killer tips video, but if there is a Two Time, you should ton of them if you find them soon. If not, then it's just a waste of time. Which is what brings me to this tip: always play stealthily. And crouching is very good because it also applies that undetectable, so it makes you invisible to minions, any detecting ability such as one by one's reveal ability, and with the new recent update with Absorb not being detected from any of his plants while crouched is insanely good. 2 times is actually the best survivor against Azure, which is probably why Azure hates him. So yes, playing stealthily. That was tip number 3. We'll do 5 tips and tricks in this video. Tip number 4 is simple. Always place your ritual in a spot where you can easily loop the killer, and that's not in a spot where the killer is going to be there's heavy traffic. If you place your ritual in a common looping spot, or if you place your ritual in a common looping spot that is very good to loop the killer, you might end up dying in that loop and respawning in that loop. Placing your ritual in obscure spots where the killer won't easily find you allows you to get the most out of your second life. Tip number 5. And this one I would say is this one is more of a trick than a tip. It's not something that you should be actively doing, but it's something that you can do when you're in trouble. And that is, or actually no, we're going to combine this with tip. This is more to add on to tip 1. 2 times crouch can not only be used to move fast while stealthily, but it can also be used to lunge away from the killer in times of trouble. If you're being out-staminaed by the killer, crouching and lunging away can give you that extra edge that you need to win in the last second, or just to survive more of it. So, there's only 5 seconds of a round left. You can crouch and lunge away when the killer runs out of stamina or is low on stamina to win that round, or just to survive a chase, because sometimes that lunge gives you so much good distance when you're both low on stamina. Only use prey when you need it to be able to in order to gain more ablation. If you're not going to be able to gain more ablation from using prey, or if you're still let's say you only have a little ablation and you just use prey, but you're still 1 shot from the killer. Let's say you heal from 10 HP to 25 HP and you're still 1 shot, doesn't really help much. Placing your ritual at the beginning of the round helps to ensure that you don't forget to place it, and that it just gets done and out the way. And placing it in a good spot can actually make your second life worth it, because if you place your ritual in a bad spot, even if you get your second life at the end of the day, you might just die instantly again after respawning. And that is just overall how to play 2-time. 2-time is a skill, is actually not as high, it doesn't really have that high of a skill ceiling. It can be super easy. It's just he's all about timing. Just simply timing. And if you can position yourself well, time yourself well, he becomes a super overpowered character that not only stun the killer for a while, but also, makes you a really, really annoying threat to deal with. Just being able to basically grant yourself extra HP, you get the most HP out of all the survivors in the game just by having that second life and being able to heal. That's about it for this video. Hopefully these are just some little tips and tricks that I think, or not even just tips, but just little reminders that people typically forget and trash 2-time on, because he's just known to be trash. But even after the post nerfs, actually I think he got buffed just by adding his ability. Prey has just honestly just made him really, just gave him another factor that makes him even more versatile than he was before. You can call some pretty big chaos if that round just didn't show. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll try and be more consistent with uploading and try and make editing. I plan to get it. It currently is 10:30 p.m. I plan to have this video uploaded by 11:30, and if I don't, something went terribly wrong. Last time I tried uploading, the last time I uploaded, the main reason I haven't uploaded in so long, and the reason I've changed games and all that, not even changed games, but the only reason I've changed games is because it's been months and I've gotten bored of that game and the game's died. But it took me so long to edit that last video, and I lost some of my progress. I went through like mental breakdowns just trying to edit that last video because of how long it took me to edit. Editing is no joke, and I've learned that. So this video, I plan to keep it light on the edits, just cuts here and there with maybe a few PNG photos and background music. Honestly, I'm just probably gonna keep the background music of Forsaken in here. I have no reason to change it. Maybe I'll even just cut out the music, but very light editing on this video. Just wanted to pump out some content, and the best way to do that is just to click record. But yes, hope you guys enjoyed. Stay blessed, and I look forward to creating some more content. See you guys. Have a good night.